Singapore gears up to be a financial center for the region before we look forward and press on with some of the growth plans and policies that we have. One of the other things that is very critical to us is to reflect upon some of the learning that we have from past mistakes and past histories, especially in areas such as risk management. So in 2008, I think all of you will still have this very fresh in your mind on the global financial crisis and the meltdown that has followed, as well as all the other fiascos with funds such as those that were run by Madoff.
Then, so in your opinion, how are we going to learn from mistakes of our past?
I think one of the key things which is very evident when you take apart the risk management issues of the global financial crisis is the breakdown in terms of the risk culture. When I say risk culture, it is not purely just about the employees' respect for risk management in the organization. It is also about how the board and the leadership team actually interacts with the risk management function.
And so based on your experience in the industry, do you think that risk management is working the way it is intended to be?
I think the answer to that question is that any assurance responsibility or risk management function in this case can never stay static. It always has to continually improve. If you look at the risk management role of the past, the focus was very much on historical information. So you talk about things like looking at backtesting, and you look at historical data and try to identify certain trends or certain triggers which would potentially indicate that a problem is about to happen, right? But today, the whole role of risk management has got to be a lot more proactive. And by being proactive, what do I mean? I actually mean that risk management and the risk managers on hand should be actively involved in the decision-making process of the firm or the company.
Then, so now you have rightly pointed out that the current business climate is full of uncertainties. How then do we make risk management more effective?
I think first and foremost, the risk manager needs to realize that managing risk is not just about addressing uncertainty. It is also about maximizing opportunity and upside and performance. So one of the first things that risk management has to do is to convince. It has to convince the management as well as the users of risk management in the business that there is certain upside and certain gains to be made. The second thing is to convince the people who are in the organization that they are responsible as risk owners for managing risk. So everything that is being decided on from a portfolio basis to a organizational level strategy definitely has to have an automatic trigger to ask what are the risk management considerations. And I think last and not least, the last thing that you do is also reflect on your organization's performance metrics for your employees. If there is a clear line and alignment between how one manages risk and how one is rewarded for his performance, then I think that clear alignment should be widely made and known, and that will then naturally help to promote better respect and more effective risk management in the organization.